Say that again. You saw what on TikTok?
No, it's not on TikTok. It was on Twitter.
Okay.
Basically, a woman, and she takes her pants off, and she's like, oh, I'm just giving a little tribute. And she takes her pants off that she's been wearing.
Yeah.
She hides them. Like, she hid them in, I don't know, a Lidl's bakery in Spain. And then the Spain people were like, can you leave the country? Because that's gross. Like, you can't be putting your used pants in baked goods.
Was she...
She's like an OnlyFans girl. So she's doing it for a bit of clout.
Right.
But like,
right,
she's
right.
been...
That was, I wasn't sure how to word that question. Like, was it some munter from next door? Or was it some OnlyFans
it's like
girl?
it's like some OnlyFans girl.
Oh, so it's trying to be like a sexy thing, but...
Yeah. I don't think whether you're a munter or a sexy girl, like, it's hygienic at best to be putting your lingerie in baked goods.
No.
Not unless someone has specifically requested
Especially for me, because I'm celiac.
Exactly. Imagine that. You'd love those pants, but not if they've touched the gluten.
Welcome, ladies and perverts, to the My Wife is a Dominatrix podcast. Coming to you from a dimly lit dungeon somewhere in the UK with your hosts, Dan Vandal.
That's the only important one.
That's outrageous. I feel like I spend a lot of time just saying the word outrageous.
Yeah, you do actually. And mostly the things I say.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get a t-shirt.
You should hear the things I don't say. Can you imagine?
I know, right? And I'm the kinky one. Madness.
Oh dear, what have you been up to?
Oh God, what haven't I been up to this week? Okay, last week I had a photo shoot with Countess Coco.
Yeah.
Had Frank and Sulla in, a nice professional shoot, and silly old me forgot that I'd booked in like my injectable appointment. You know, I get those injections in my face full of salmon sperm.
Yeah, vaguely.
The blood of children.
Yeah.
But no, it's salmon sperm. I don't know. Apparently it makes you look younger, rejuvenated or something.
Do you reckon that when they're getting this salmon sperm, they show the salmon a picture of who the sperm's going to? Just to G them up a bit.
They're like, hey, look, you could approve this lady's face.
Look where this is going, lads.
Yeah, lads, when they're tickling it out, tickling the semen out the salmon. That's someone's job. How are they extracting this semen from salmon?
A straw.
Oh. That was quite a mouthful. A semen of salmon semen. You
just made a joke and you didn't realise it.
I know,
again.
I had no idea. I'm quite the funny comedian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are.
I am.
So you did the salmon sperm thing.
So I did the salmon sperm thing, and I didn't realise it was going to leave massive dots on my face. I looked like the Elephant Man.
Yeah.
And I had a photo shoot.
Yeah, you did. You were horrifying.
Quite literally. And I was like, oh dear. So Coco turned up, Fran turned up, and they were like, oh, is everything all right? And I was like, nah, I look like I've got hives. But luckily, everyone edits their pictures. So I managed to get through it, and I wore a latex mask for most of it on the hottest day of this year. And there hasn't been many hot ones.
There's not.
I was in my full latex regalia, and I shit you not, I lost about half a stone.
Okay.
I had to lift my arm up for this video we were taking, and it all just poured down. And then I had to
on the inside of the latex?
Mm-hmm. And then I had to get up on this bench, spread my legs, well, obviously fully clothed, and all of the sweat dripped through my zip, and it looked like I was pissing myself.
Oh, good Lord.
It was not a glamorous photo shoot in any shape or form.
I can imagine.
But people love it. People love to see a bit of sweat in the latex.
Really?
Honestly, you could make serious money like that girl did with the bath water, but you could do it with latex sweat. I really missed a trick that day.
Okay.
There were pints.
Oh, God.
It's a real big thing. I've told you before, sweat fetish.
You say
People
that
love
about
it.
everything.
It's
Everything
a
is
big
a
thing.
real big thing to you.
Well, yeah, because I'm part of the kink community.
Right.
What's a real big thing to you? Exactly.
No, I can't think of anything much.
What's a real big thing to me, vanilla-wise?
A real big thing to you, vanilla-wise?
Mm-hmm.
TK Maxx.
Absolutely. I knew you were going to say that. I've got to stop going in there. It's getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
So TK Maxx, July, August, September, they get their Halloween range out, and it's the only time that I can fully decorate our home.
Yeah.
Our home is so spooky looking. It looks like a horror museum, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There's like trinkets. I'm not a minimalist. I'm a maximalist. That's actually a thing. It's not a hoarder. I'm a maximalist.
Okay.
And so I just keep going in there every single week and coming back with all of these
You do?
trinkets.
Uh-huh.
And I have
Yeah,
to
you do.
try really hard to limit myself. I must have spent like $2,000 in there. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think you're getting paid too much for these hand jobs.
It's never enough for these hand jobs. How dare you? I think that's what people think I do, just hand jobs all the time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I couldn't even do it
That's
this
what you do
week.
in my head.
I went to the gym for the first time in 2 weeks. My hands are knackered. Like, I can't even. I'm going to have to use machines non-stop now because my arms ain't moving.
Really?
Yeah, they're like dead weights.
You got, what's it, RSI?
Repetitive strain injury. Do you know what? I shit you not, after a caning session where I've had to do it 350 times, it does really start to
Who
hurt.
needs to be caned 350 times to have a good time?
Very, very naughty boy.
350 times?
Yeah, we were doing a challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Fair play, he did it and was absolutely fine. Barely even bruised. The guy's ass was like juicy like Beyonce. It like swells up. When
Okay.
someone's really, really good at taking like corporal punishment, they don't tend to have like really good markings or bruises. They heal really easily. Instead, the ass like it absorbs it and goes hard and swollen instead.
Yeah, okay.
It's really weird. It looks like a baboon.
It looks like a baboon.
Yeah, after you finished, it's all like red and swollen, but not like.
Oh, like a baboon's bum.
Yeah.
Right, gotcha.
Looks like a baboon's face, like hello.
Transforms.
Yeah. Anyway, back to this photo shoot. We've gone off on a tangent already. It was Coco's birthday, so she was like, "Oh, can we do like something with a cake?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, for sure." She bought the driest ass chocolate cake from Lidl, and she was like trying to smash it.
That's where you went wrong.
There were no frosting. It was just crumbs. They were just crumbs, and we were trying to make this sexy, and it was going in her belly button, and it literally looked like I shit myself because she'd chosen a chocolate one as well.
Oh, great.
So yeah, most of the pictures are just me hoovering the dungeon floor in my kink wear,
Good job, Countess Coco.
and she's wearing a cowboy hat. So that's honestly, the pictures are ridiculous.
dear.
I might have to post a couple.
That's going to be a difficult wank, isn't it?
Do you know what? There's someone out there. But as soon as we'd done it, we were like, do you know what? Sploshing
Mistress
people.
Poopy Pants and Countess Coco.
Oh, stop it, because people are starting to call me that now, and I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
Are they actually?
Yes, someone was like, I'm never not going to be able to not call you Miss Poopy Pants. And I was like, you fucking what? Stop it.
Oh, man.
No. So, driest cake ever. It was everywhere. It took so much time to clean up.
Oh, dear.
I was like, there must be a sub that enjoys licking cake off my dungeon floor.
Yeah, I'm sure there probably is.
And there is. So yeah, that wasn't. I was like, if anything, you should have got like a cream bun or just something a little bit more sloppy, not a Lidl's dry ass cake.
Sloppy.
Like a little bit sloppy, a bit runny. It was just trying to stick this cake to our body. It was just crumbling off. It was so dry. It was outrageous. What else?
Should have got Colin Caterpillar from M&S.
Oh, imagine the fun you could have with that.
Yeah. Oh, but that's chocolate again, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think the chocolate. Yeah, do you know what it is? It's chocolate log, but it's not actually that right consistency. You
Right.
need more frosting. The more crumbly it is, it's just going everywhere.
What about a nice apple crumble?
No, that's still crumbly.
Yeah, but it's also got a lot of runny apple in it.
No, like trifle. If you're going to do food play.
Trifle's not bloody cake.
Yeah, but kind of. You kind of.
That's like saying Jaffa Cake's a
Alright,
biscuit.
Eton mess.
That's still not a cake.
Oh my god, can someone just tell us the best cake to slosh with?
A gâteau. It'd have to be a
gâteau.
fruits of the forest gâteau.
Or a carrot cake.
Oh, but that's red and brown, so that'll look even worse.
Oh my god. Please just stop.
Look like a murder scene after
I'm not
that.
even going to be able to look at cake again. Stop it. That is not my fetish. Pack it in.
Right,
I
so
do get asked that sometimes. Do I
What?
do blood sport?
Okay.
And I don't.
Right,
Because
I'm
I
glad we
can't.
cleared that up.
Because I can't. I'm old. It's dust.
Yeah, the menopause has happened, hasn't it?
No, it hasn't.
Oh.
I just.
I've
don't-
been telling people for years that it's happened.
I know. People just think I'm mad. And you tell them that it's the menopause. And I'm like, no, I'm just mad. And very fucking angry. I wonder why, because I live with you.
Oh.
What else have I been up to? Oh my goodness. I did a kidnap scene.
Okay. What's that?
I picked up one of my subs. It's one of my collared subs, so we have a real good level of trust. And he got in the car, and I was like, "Do you trust me?" And he was like, "Yeah." And
You said what? Do you trust me?
"Yeah, do you trust me?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, implicitly, "Do you trust me?" And he was like, 100%. And so I immediately blindfolded him from the train station, put a ball gag in his mouth, put a collar and lead on him whilst in the front seat.
Yeah.
and then proceeded to drive around like I was kidnapping him, and we were like driving fast and then slow, and he couldn't like see, and then I put on like a hypnotherapy track, like dronification play, so when you make someone not human anymore, like you're dehumanizing them, they're becoming an object, because that's what this particular person likes. And I was slamming on my emergency brakes, giving them like a real sensory like ooh. And then I had to stop, and because it's the bloody summer holidays, there's kids everywhere, and I didn't think about this, and I went to a local park, and I was about to get out, and then I was like, oh god, summer holidays, how am I going to bundle this bitch in the back? So I had to park up in like a really discreet place. He's obviously blindfolded. I wasn't going to unblindfold him.
You know where you could have gone?
Like, grab him.
You know where you could have gone?
Where?
School.
Oh god! Oh yeah.
No one there.
There's no one there. God damn, the one place that you can't normally go. And yeah, like, and so I had to like grab him out, bundle him in the back. He did some intox, which is like poppers play, which makes them all a bit. Ooh,
I was sniffing the poppers.
Sniffing the poppers.
Yeah. And
just like taking away his sensors, electrics, all sorts, and then finally got to the dungeon, bundled him downstairs, and he was all like, oh, and it was quite fun. It was good. I actually really enjoyed it.
Did you?
Yeah, but it was quite difficult to find somewhere where I could bundle him in the back. Right. And that leads me to the thing that I keep seeing everywhere at the moment that's doing my head in.
Hold on, before you go on to that, let me just move your mic so I can get better volume from you.
Where do you want me?
Yeah. Oh,
Is that better?
Yeah, maybe move it away a little like this.
Do you want me to keep my lips on it?
Alright, I'm just going to pause the recording for a minute. Oh, let me come there. You keep talking.
I don't know what you want me to talk about. Okay, so the thing that I'm going to talk about, my gripe of the week, is public fetish. I don't mind people having a jolly good time in the kink community. In fact, I love a bit of public humiliation, but it's got to be a little bit subtle. I'm seeing some crazy ass stuff at the moment on social media platforms, like the woman with her panties. The one in Lidl, she's putting her unsanitary panties in baked goods. She's putting them in like swim shorts at men's clothing departments.
Can you imagine if it was a fella doing that?
Yeah, man, you'd get arrested straight up.
Oh, you'd have to sign, and you'd be signing some sort of register by the end of the week.
100%.
If I was waltzing around Waitrose, dropping your boxes off.
Putting your boxes in the sushi aisle.
Yeah. You get nicked as a bloke.
I get like it's a little bit fun and a little bit, but there's a time and a place for this sort of stuff. So anyway, like you see dominatrixes walking through New York City with gimps on leads pretending they're dogs in broad daylight in public. There's everyone looking. There's one recently, that comedian Catherine Ryan.
Yeah.
She took a picture, and there's a dominatrix doing a cash point meet. So a cash point meet is where you have a sub who literally goes to the cash point, draws money out for you. You're like, give me my money, bitch. And then you like spit on him, or he kisses your feet or something like that. So it's actually really public. Yeah. I don't really do a lot of them because it's really, really difficult to not do it in a really public setting.
Yeah. I suppose you'd have to do it like late at night or something.
Yeah, but a lot of people do it in the day. So anyway, Catherine Ryan's doing this documentary or something on this thing with this young girl who's doing a cash point meet, and I'm just like, for frig sakes, can we...
Did you say frig?
Frig about, fuck sakes. Can we stop glamorizing this kind of behaviour? Because from a vanilla point of view, we must look like fucking freaks. It doesn't...
I suppose if you don't know a damn thing, then yeah, maybe. If you don't know anything about the kink world, maybe you look like...
It's just in broad daylight. I mean, there's a time and a place for everything. I do love humiliation. I'll spit in a sub's coffee when someone's not looking. You know, there's subtle things that you can do. Make them wear a day collar, make them wear chastity. Like subtle things, like put a foot in their crotch and tease them. The whole world doesn't need to know about your fetish and your kinks. It's like people who get dressed up as sissies and then they parade through the street and they walk past schools, and it's like... You're giving our community a bad name. No wonder the far right are trying to cancel us on Twitter, Insta. No wonder we're getting banned and barred. And it doesn't do anything for our corner, our community. It pushes sex work further underground because we don't have safe outlets, because people are behaving like this.
Right.
And even as a dominatrix, like, everyone's like, yeah, but you should be supporting your no, I'm not going to support dumbass behaviour. I'm not going to support you putting your fetishes and your sexual needs on innocent members of the public, vulnerable adults, children, people that have no place seeing these kind of things. You know, in sex, I don't know, what's it called? Sex expos and things like that, or kink parties. Go fucking wild. You're in a room
like
full
the
of adults.
conventions and
Yeah,
exposés
100%. Get dressed up. Go to these events. Go and do that. Don't go and do it in your local park. Don't go and put your pants in Asda. Don't go bringing other people in that aren't consenting to it, because you do make us look really fucking bad. You make us look like freaks. We're constantly seeing people in the paper like the gimp who's going around scaring people all dressed up. Like, it's stupid, and yeah, it's dangerous for the community. But so many people, like young girls and subs, are like, oh my god, this is so hot. Yeah. Oh, is it so hot with an 8-year-old child stood across the road watching that? That's hot, is it? No, it's not hot. It's a fantasy, and some things should be kept a fantasy or to be played out in an adult setting.
So after the watershed, you're saying? So after 9 p.m.
Yeah,
go crazy.
Yeah, when kids should be in bed. Like, it's your responsibility as a parent, I guess, to monitor your child and what they're looking at and stuff like that. But in broad daylight at a cash point, and a girl's treating a guy like a dog and anyone could be walking past, it's a bit fucking much.
I'm assuming that clip was filmed in the States? Wait,
No,
Catherine Ryan lives here
London,
in the UK, didn't she now?
And no offense, she's a very popular like Instagram, TikTok girl or something, but I've never heard of her as a professional.
Yeah.
So these content creators, yet again, damaging our businesses because that's what people think we are.
I see what you mean. Yeah, I get what you mean.
So to the actual professionals, this is our life. We're not just online making shock value. Like, a lot of them these days are trying to make shock value content because they want people to subscribe to their OnlyFans. Like, shock. Oh,
yeah.
Give me a quick like that. These girls only last for like 5 years because they make all their money and then they fuck off. They have no cares about the communities that they're in. They have no care about the effects that they're having. They're just there to purely make money, to
make a quick buck.
To make a quick buck. And, you know, go get your bag, but do not start bringing vanilla people who don't consent and shit into it, because, like I said, it gives us a bad name. Like, imagine if you saw me and didn't know me, and I'm in full regalia. I don't know, latex with my nipple pasties out. And I'm walking a guy on a dog lead, and he's got a butt plug tail. Like, what are you thinking?
Oh, you're asking the wrong person.
Yeah, you probably don't give a shit.
Nope.
But you haven't got a child with you. You aren't a parent with your child. You aren't.
Yeah, but even if I did, I'd still be the same. I'd just whatever.
Yeah, but you're an adult. It's different. It is. There's a time and place.
No, but I'm the wrong person to ask, because I I don't really know how to explain it. I rarely give much of a shit about most things, do I?
No, exactly. You know.
None of this. Nothing really bothers me too much, so that wouldn't bother me if I saw it in the wild. But then I don't think anything would bother me if I saw it in the wild.
Well, I'm a dominatrix, so of course it wouldn't bother you. But like, I think most people, it probably would, or people that don't really understand it would be like, what the hell is that? And that's their first look into the kink community, and that's their first real glimpse of that. Then they're going to be like, oh, what a bunch of horrible perverts.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Oh, the majority of people would probably flip out a bit about seeing any of that sort of stuff.
I know, and this is why it was really important to do the podcast, is because we're not after the shock value. We're just two normal people. I happen to be really kinky.
One normal person.
Yeah, me, not you. And like, you never see on telly, you always see the weird shit, don't you? Like the guy.
Yeah, of course. The rest is boring.
The guy banging the sex doll.
Yeah, of course.
The pups out in public pretending to be dogs and furry. Like, you always just see the worst, weird, crazy shit.
Yeah.
You never see like the good, loving side of it, where people are just actually having a good time, or people just having lovely consensual.
Yeah, because no offense, it's not good TV. That's why you don't see that.
I know, but then it does portray really badly for our community.
Yeah, but it's make-believe, and the majority of people are grown-ups and surely watching a documentary about this. That sort of stuff, you'd figure out, it's not all...
Yeah,
it's not all that.
But we say that, and then we look at America, who have just now banned sexual items and stuff on Etsy. Do you think that woman walking her dogs... human men through the towns of New York City, do you think that helps the cause of sex workers, or do you think that's going to make people go, oh, that's a bit fucking strange?
It would probably scare the liberals. I would have thought, not knowing too much about America. I imagine they'd get frightened.
It just makes us look silly. We're never portrayed in a very good light, are we? Ever?
No, I don't think so.
No, it's just a bit of a laugh, a bit of a TV, a bit of a reality. Like, I think the last really good kink thing I saw on telly was How to Build a Sex Dungeon. That was done really well.
Yeah,
she was
that's
lovely.
good.
She was a lovely little lady. Instantly loved her. She was friendly. She was funny.
Yeah.
She enjoyed what she did. She was bringing couples, and that was really nice and wholesome, but also really good fun. And we got a couple of ideas. So
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
so it's not always boring.
I know, but if I had the options of, do I watch, what was it called again? How to Build a Dungeon or something?
How to Build a Dungeon.
How to Build a Dungeon,
your own
or
sex
like
dungeon.
Euro trash from back in the day.
Guy fucks
I'd
his
rather
sex
watch
doll.
Euro trash from back in the day.
Yeah, but Eurotrash was at least fucking funny.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Let's have a little sneaky peeky and
I
little
know.
squeaky.
And people were a lot more free back then, and that was fine. But it's just, we're at a point where the world is an absolute fucking mess. Everyone's fighting everyone.
Yep. Yeah,
We should be doing as little as possible to bring attention to the bad bits, because we're all going to get blasted off Instagram. I'm constantly shadow banned on Twitter. I can't say boo to a goose. You can't even find me on Twitter if you type my
shouldn't do
name
that
in.
anyway. Should be going around scaring gooses.
Oh, I love geesies. Geesey goosies. Talking of geesey goosies, we went to a farm, didn't we?
You go off topic so quick, it is unreal.
Well, I just think...
Like you were off on a rant then about America or something. I wasn't listening.
No, it wasn't ranting about America. Let's not
And now
start
you're
that.
kicking geese, and now what? Now where
Your
are you?
misinformation is causing problems. I'm not having America hate me for your
'Cause
misinformation.
where were you? Sorry.
I went to a farm. We went to a farm.
Oh, we're on that subject
We
now.
did,
okay.
yeah. We'll go there. We've had a little rant, and now we're going to talk about something lovely and wholesome.
Uh-huh.
So we went to a farm. Took
Yeah.
you to a farm, didn't we?
We did. Yeah, we had a little menti bee break, didn't we? A little
did.
menti bee.
A little menti bee break. That's
And
a
we
mental
went
breakdown.
didn't we go to a couple of farms?
Yeah, so we went to one in Chichester.
It all happened so quickly. I can't remember where I was and what I was doing. I remember you were kicking the birds.
I was... Why? Why do you make stuff up like
Goose
this?
kicking. Go on.
You were going to get me in such trouble. I'm going to
Yeah.
get cancelled for being a goose kicker or
Cancelled from what?
something. From being a person.
What are they going to cancel you
They're
from?
cancelling J.K. Rowling.
They're going to
They're
cancel your
cancelling
Netflix subscription. That's it.
Olympics break dancers. They're cancelling everyone.
Fuck, I don't care. Where
I
are you
know.
cancel me from? Go ahead.
Oh, God. You're a danger. This is why you couldn't be a professional Dom. You'd be cancelled the moment you came out.
So yeah, we
Outrageous.
went to that farm. Yeah.
And
in
you stroked
Chichester.
some... Yeah, it was really nice. You stroked some donkeys.
Yeah.
Like, it was really nice to get away because, yet again, I'm super busy. I really thought over the summer holidays it was going to be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not.
No. You've been
And
flat
normally,
out.
the summer holidays are actually quite quiet because everyone's away with their family and stuff. But actually, it seems like people are really not with their families, or the people that are with their families are taking like a couple of hours out to come and see me.
Yeah. I meant, like, people are still working though. The majority of people are still going to work. Like the kids are getting sat by grandparents and stuff, aren't
Yeah.
they?
So yeah,
Nobody
I
can
just
afford
think
to take 6 weeks off now.
six-
You're
six-
mad.
I know, it's mental. Well, some people do. My friend does. She goes camping and all sorts, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She's non-stop. I'm like, where are you? She's like, oh, I don't know, up a mountain with sheep. I'm like, oh God, okay, I'll catch you in a year.
Yeah. But we do. We've continued to work with the majority of the summer holidays.
Yeah, I am going to take next week off because we're going away to Wild Swim, which will be nice.
Yeah.
But we
we're gonna
did
do
go
some
to an
swimming.
so we went to a farm last week.
Yep.
And then we went to an alpaca farm. We
Yep.
did 2 farms in 1 week.
We did. Yeah.
I just find that when you're being a big bad dominatrix, it's really nice sometimes to go and get out in nature
Yeah.
and just really ground yourself. Like for me, my way of coping and calming down is like,
Planting your left foot and kicking a goose.
oh my God, you're such lies. I absolutely love geese, so I don't know why you're picking on me. Pigeons and geese, come on, I love them. And my subs will attest to that. So yeah, we went to the farm, and I just find it really helpful being in nature, getting back to basics. Like if it was up to me when I'm older, I'd just own a little
It is
farm.
up to you, sweetheart.
Okay, well, if everything goes well, then my plan is one day to own a piece of land with some farm animals, maybe some goats, some geese, some ducks, some
Yeah.
chickens, and just like sort of grow some herbs and stuff.
Yeah, have a little homestead. That's what we want,
Yeah,
isn't
I've
it?
never really been one for like the big mansion, the fancy cars, anything
Ugh,
like
no,
that.
thank you.
I'm really quite happy to just like we've been watching loads of videos recently, haven't we, on people
Porn.
buying. No, not. Oh my god, I make it. I don't. Do you know it's very rare that I watch porn because I make it. When you make porn a lot, it's like when you're a porn star. When you get home, the last thing you want to do is fuck.
Right.
Because this is what you're doing all day long.
Yeah,
That's
I
your
suppose.
job. Yeah. Like you'll be like, babe, why aren't you horny? I'm like, oh, because I've just done 18
Bit of a
sessions
busman's holiday,
this week.
isn't it?
What?
A busman's holiday.
I don't know what a busman's holiday is.
It's like the people that used to work on the buses back in the day. They'd go on a holiday and they'd go and ride other buses.
What?
Their spare time. It's called a busman's holiday.
I've never ever heard of that.
Oh, there you go. You're learning today.
I am learning. Normally it's you learning.
Yeah.
I'm learning all these interesting things.
Mm-hmm.
So I have no idea what I was talking about then.
No, it's good, isn't it?
I did falconry this week.
Falconry?
Falconry. Is that what it's called?
Falconry.
I did some falconry.
Mm-hmm.
One of my best mates works at a bird and reptile centre. And so I got the opportunity to go and fly some hawks, some kestrels, some owls. And actually, I know quite a lot about ornithological animals.
Oh, really?
Yes, I do.
Huh.
Apparently, I don't know how. It just came out of me. We were just talking. And she was like, how do you know all these things? I was like, I have no idea. This is just hidden knowledge.
Bird knowledge.
Bird knowledge.
Nice.
The bird is the
it's
word.
a handy thing to have.
And it was brilliant.
Oh, didn't Charlie from Always Sunny in Philadelphia have like bird knowledge or something? No, he had bird law or something. You know.
Oh,
about,
he had
didn't
something. Yeah. It was like bird law. My specialist subject is tiny owls. It's ridiculous.
Dear.
And it made me laugh because they give you like a glove.
Right.
And it's like a massive fucking fisting leather glove.
Yeah, a hawking glove. Yeah.
Yeah. But like it could have its uses for something else. If you turned it inside out, where it's the like soft, like you have the soft leather that the bird gets on, but then you have the waterproof leather in the inside. I was like, this would make a really good fisting glove.
Oh, okay.
And my friend was like, you have to ruin everything.
So like
and
a
then
ventriloquism glove.
yeah. And then the birds have these like anklets with the strings attached to them. What are they called?
Can't remember. Yeah.
And they look like they're doing BDSM, the BDSM bird chains.
Oh, random.
I don't know. Everything turns into kink around
I suppose
me.
it does when you're doing it non-stop.
Mary Poppins of kink.
The what?
The Mary Poppins of kink.
Right.
Just a spoonful of lube makes the dildo go down. I just made that up on the spot. Every time. You're always coughing. You need to go and get that checked out.
Well, I think God's made me cough because of my rib hurts.
Do you reckon?
I
Do you
think
need
so.
me to give you an examination?
No, I think I'm good.
But it will have to be anally.
No, yeah, I'm definitely good. That's not how you do that.
It is. Cough or hold your balls.
How did you learn this with your bird knowledge?
Well, actually, birds only have one hole.
They do. What's it
They
called?
do. A cloaca.
Yeah.
Cloaca.
That's
you
weird,
wanna
isn't it?
see her. Yeah, they piss shit and lay eggs from the same hole.
That's right.
They do indeed.
Well, there you go. Fact of the day.
Fact of the day.
So go on. What else you got?
What else have I got? Oh my God. So I had a guy that said he listened to the podcast.
Okay.
And he listens to a lot of podcasts and he really liked it and was really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
He came for a spanking.
Obviously.
He came for a spanking session.
Yeah.
Seemed like a really, really nice guy. We had a lovely, lovely time.
Mm-hmm.
He came early. Wah, 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 wah.
As in, got to the place early, or
No, like did the jism.
oh, his soldiers arrived promptly.
They certainly arrived very promptly, too early. They didn't listen to orders.
Right. Okay.
And then we had a lovely little chat afterwards. He tipped me, which was really nice. And then left, and then I checked in on him like a couple of days later, and he blocked me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, what? Say what?
Maybe he just doesn't like your face.
It just seemed really weird. He was like, I had a really nice time. It was lovely. Text me all that day. And then sometimes I like to check in like a couple of days after, just especially if it's been a CP session or it's been one that you're like marking someone.
Wait, I'll CP again. You say it so quick. I've got to
Corporal
think
punishment.
about it. Right, yeah.
So if you're hurting someone, like if it's just a tie and tease or I don't know, like a humiliation session, you probably wouldn't give it so much aftercare. But if someone's going home with like marks or bruises, I like to give it like a couple of days. I'm like, how are the marks? Are they all right? Are you good? Like it's just checking in, sort of thing. And yeah, he blocked me.
Ghosted you. Oh wait, I think I just Poirot'd it.
What?
I think I just figured it out.
What is it?
Did this client have a lady friend at home?
Wow, I don't know. I didn't ask.
Because like going home covered in marks. Mm-hmm. Maybe lady friend figured it out. Was like, oh, fire, what's that?
No. So he hasn't.
And then made him delete.
No.
You.
So he hasn't got a lady friend. I remember he said
Boyfriend?
I don't know. But generally, if someone's into CP and they don't mind being marked, they generally don't have a partner, or they're okay to be marked. Because that's one of the things that you ask when you have someone that likes a bit of corporal punishment. You're like, can you be marked?
Right.
Because some people you can't mark. So you have to put like, I don't know, like layers of fabric on when you're spanking them and things like that, so they don't bruise as easy. Or you have to come up with other ways of hurting them, which don't leave marks.
Yeah, couldn't you just keep their mobile phone? And then they can just say they got mugged.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I checked in and the guy ghosted me. And do you know what? It really knocked me for six, to be honest, because I was like, what a lovely guy. We'd had a really nice time, really good chat. It was really complimentary. And then just ghosted me. And I was like, you can just never tell. Even with like my 5 years of experience, I still get duped sometimes.
It is a quintessentially English thing to do, though, isn't it? You just remain polite to the end. Like if you go to a restaurant and it's a bit shit, some people will kick off.
But
other people will say, "Oh, that was so nice. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see you next time." And then they're like,
So you're
"I'm
saying
never
it was
fucking
shit?
going back."
Are you saying it was shit?
I can only assume he didn't have a wife or girlfriend or boyfriend or anything
Oh my
at home.
goodness! But he tipped, and then hours later did reply and said, "Oh, that was an amazing session. Thank you." So he could have ghosted on the get-go. He'd even written a well thought out little thing saying, "Oh my god, thank you so much."
That's going to bother me.
That's going to bother me.
Send us a message on Twitter if you think you can figure out what's happened here.
I just think maybe like he didn't want that text to pop up, and he was like, "Oh shit, delete." Blah. I don't know.
Why wouldn't he want it pop up?
Because maybe he was at work. Someone thought, I don't know. I don't know what these people are doing in their lives. It was just really odd, and it vexed me. And I was like, just be a man. If it wasn't that great, just be like, hey, had a nice time, but not for me.
Oh wait, you said he listened to the podcast.
Yeah, if you're listening, what the fuck? I was really nice
What
to
the
you.
fuck, yo?
You didn't deserve that Toblerone chocolate I gave you afterwards, bitch.
Oh, where did you put it? Maybe that's the
Obviously in
problem.
his mouth. God, I was too nice. I was too nice. But do you know what? You never know. I had a guy, I need to get this message up. I had that guy that messaged me.
Okay.
He wanted to come for a session.
Mm-hmm.
So he emailed me.
Okay.
And I was like,
Went
okay.
through the correct channels.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, through the correct channels. And I was like, okay, cool. And he's like, hi, I'd like a session.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Explained what he liked. And I said, yeah, absolutely fine.
What was it? What do you like?
Oh, God, I can't remember. I didn't keep that message. I think it was just normal, just the basics of domination. He's quite a kinky guy. I think he liked a little bit of spanking, role play, humiliation.
Yeah.
And then he said, like, oh, can I pay you in cash? And I was like, oh, no, I prefer deposit through the bank.
Mm-hmm.
That way I'm staying secure. I know who you are.
Yeah.
You can always trace someone back through the bank.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
safety. If you're a sex worker, there are survivalist sex workers that don't have the luxury of taking a deposit. They just have to take what they can.
Yeah.
But my advice to every sex worker, man, woman, beast.
Oh, good. Oh, gosh.
That's not me slagging anyone off. Always keep a paper trail, get some ID, anything, because anything, like Mr. Nice Guy, yeah, anything could happen. They could ghost you, they could hurt you, they could anything.
Oh, yeah.
So always have that. And there seems to be this real thing. Men and maybe women, they don't seem to do their homework and visit reputable people. Because if I was a bitch, I'd just call this guy out, the one that ghosted me, and be like, hey, you motherfucker, blah, blah. Or, you know, other people would
I've
blackmail
got my
and
hand
stuff.
right on the button. I'll press it.
Boop. And as a professional, I don't out people. Some people do deserve to be outed, but as a professional, like, I'm not going to risk my 6-year professional career or my safety by blackmailing you, pal. Like, what the fuck? What, you're 100 quid I've blackmailed you out of? Like, what? Men are mad sometimes. I think they've been scammed by catfish where they haven't done their homework, and then they pick the wrong dom.
Yeah.
And then they send a picture of their dick to someone, and they're like, I'm going to send it to your wife. Oh.
I see what you
Like,
mean.
scammers.
Yeah.
So anyway, this guy messaged me and he said,
What was his name?
No.
Nearly.
He was using a Proton mail anyway, which is like a encrypted mail thing anyway.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's so fake name. The reason I'm worried about, so I said, yeah, sure, you can bring cash if you want. I get that some people can't do transfers because their wives and stuff. I said, but you will need to provide me ID.
Right.
I need a picture of your ID.
Yeah.
I need to see who you are. If
Yeah.
you kill me, they're going to find you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not good enough if
No.
you cannot
Yeah, I
show me who
completely
you are.
understand.
I'm not going to share it with your wife. I'm not going to share it with anyone else.
We've had that rule in place since day one.
Day dot.
and you've never wavered from it.
Nope.
And you've had no drama in 6 years.
Yeah,
5 years,
I've
6
been
years.
really, really lucky. I am absolutely blessed.
It's not luck.
I think it's just, safety.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how much someone offered me. And generally, if it's too good an offer, it's never true.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I thought the same thing when I met you, and I was correct.
Fuck you. But you're still here. So anyway, this guy was like, the reason I'm worried about my ID and my transfers is I have been blackmailed before, and I try to keep my kink life completely separate from my real life. I am a good-looking, successful guy. Red fucking flag.
Mm-hmm.
I am just very kinky, but my partner is not. When we meet, you will see I'm very genuine and real. Please understand. So I texted him back, and I said, I don't care if you're fucking Brad Pitt. What has you being good looking or successful have anything to do with my fucking safety? If you cannot respect my safety, or you think I'm going to blackmail you, you have come to the wrong person. You're not welcome to the dungeon.
Yeah.
I couldn't give a fuck if it was Brad Pitt. If he cannot pay a deposit for a transfer, or he cannot show me his ID and bring cash, then I'm sorry, sir. It's a fucking no from me.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how successful you are. I don't give a fuck how good looking you are. Like, that's even something I consider when I see someone.
Yeah.
I get that all the time, like filming subs and stuff. Oh, hi, can I have a discount because I'm really good looking? And you're like, you're going to be wearing a fucking mask anyway, pal. Like,
discount.
I'm going to be shoving something up your ass more than likely. Like, I don't think anyone's going to be looking at your six pack. They're going to be looking at your asshole. Like, it's so weird, yeah, but they do. There's this new breed of like self-entitled kink man, and they think if they're slightly good looking, slightly attractive, they're not fat, they've got six packs, like they just seem to think that they are like a better quality of sub.
Yeah.
And they always end up being the shit boy Chad of kink.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they go from women to women to dom, and they think that they're the fucking shit. And honestly, all of us women, we just talk about it and we just laugh at them. It's pathetic.
Yeah,
Instant
I think
ick.
I like pretty people. It's easier for pretty people. I'm
Instant
guessing,
ick. Yucky. I don't give a fuck what you look like. If you're not going to respect my procedures, my privacy, the way that I do things, then go and find someone else that will.
Yeah.
No amount of money is worth me and my safety and my dungeon safety and your safety and our family safety.
No, that's correct. I mean, there's plenty of people online, plenty of other doms online that will snatch your cash up.
Yeah, and might want to take that risk, but it's a no from me.
Don't roll like that, love, dear. Don't roll like that.
You've got to be clever. You've got to know your morals. You've got to know your boundaries. Because I tell you what, these subs will fucking take the piss. I've got one guy. So I wasn't going to bring it up, but as we're having a gripe, so I had a guy. And we were getting on really well. He'd booked a session. He'd paid a little bit of money. He paid his deposit. Always love it when they pay a deposit. But he wanted something like a 4-hour session. But I was feeling nice. So I said, hey, just send me 200. Normally it's half. And I was like, oh, you sent a little bit of money for other gifts and bits. Nice.
Yeah.
Fell for the fucking nice guy trick. And he was doing really well and everything. And then do you remember the day of, I'd made plans for the whole day for this fucking guy. And then he's like, oh, I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm so sorry. I'll pay you some money for the thing. And I was like, oh, okay, fine. You've paid a little bit of money for the deposit. But yeah, if you could give me some more money, you have cancelled on the fucking day, my man.
That's very irritating.
You really put me out. I could have had someone in here covering that time. People don't realise that money is time. Time is money.
Yeah, and you're flat out. You're busy.
And I'm flat
all
out.
of the time.
So if you don't want that session, give me like at least a day's advance notice and then I can get someone else in. Because I have so many people and there's only one of me.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on
and
waiting lists.
And it's really annoying because, you know, in your head, you're like, right, I'm going to use the money for this. I'm going to put it there. I'm going to put it in my savings. I've got those 4 hours slotted. And then after that, I'm going to go to the gym. Like, it just messes up your fucking plan. And it's annoying. So anyway, and he was just like, okay, I'm going to pay you the money. And for like 3 weeks, this guy's been like, yeah, I'm going to pay the money. I'm going to pay the money. And just constantly, he's just talking to himself at this point. And then the other day I was like, well, where's the money? And he's like, oh yeah, I'm paying it now. And he does it like every day. And then today he's actually paid me 100 quid.
Oh, finally.
Finally.
Oh, yeah, result.
It's only because I said I'm going to out you on the podcast. I was like, look, I've got him saved on my phone as a time-wasting piece of shit.
Yes, I can see that. Yeah. Nice.
But you give them an inch and they take a fucking mile.
Yeah.
You do. You're nice to people and they take the fucking piss.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
It does happen. And I'm a nice person and I constantly get this shit. And this is why DOMs come across cold, tough and hard, like I've said before, because you fuck around, you find out. And I've found out many a times, and it does every time something like this happens. It makes you more of a bitch.
Makes you a little bit harder, doesn't it?
Yeah, it makes you more moany. Makes it like you go into this like, yay! Oh
Yeah,
God,
I've already decided I'm going to call this episode The Gripe. You did nothing but moan
just
since.
call it The Grudge.
The Grudge.
I have a list of names. The purge will begin.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's better to concentrate on being a good person rather than a nice person.
Yeah.
I think if you put
I am a good person, not a nice person.
Put more effort into that rather than trying to be nice to everyone, because, like you say, it just comes around and smacks you on the back of the head.
Oh yeah, 100%. And it's like it must be like some guy's fetish to like keep a girl talking as well. I'll pay you this, I'll pay you that. Do you know what? If you're going to go into this profession, you got to have your wits about you. You need to spot those time wasters from a mile away. Never ever do a cam session, a session, nothing without getting that money first. Ever.
Getting that deposit first.
You get that deposit first. You always make sure that you're paid before you get on a Skype, things like that. Because even the nicest fucking guy, you can have had a Skype with him 25 times, but there will be one time he fucks you about one time. Luckily, I've got a client. He didn't come with cash, and I was like, my man. But I've been seeing him 4 years. Yeah. The next time he came, he doubled it and gave me a tip.
Oh, okay.
So I was lucky that time. And I knew a lot about him, so if he had fucked off, I would have turned up to the office like, hello, I'm the bailiff.
I mean, there's not a lot you can do, is there? When you're first starting out, you're not going to know who's good and who's bad. And
so you just have to use the same rule. You have to get the ID,
get a deposit, get a bank deposit.
Keep yourself safe.
Yeah.
Just be clever about it. If it sounds too good to be true, it's always fucking too good to be true.
It's a bit like going hiking. Do you remember when you were a kid and you go out, you say, Mum, I'm going to this place, I'm going to this park, and I'll be back at this time.
Yeah.
You got to do the same sort of thing, you know?
Yeah. You got to stick to the rules, because otherwise you're grounded.
Yeah.
If that sub ain't coming in at 8 o'clock, you're grounded.
You always tell me every session you've got, especially if it's a new person, you say, I've got this session at this time, it's a new person, I will be done at this time, I'll text you, and then I'm all good then. I don't worry about anything.
Yeah.
But if I don't hear from you, then I'm like, right.
Yeah, like, what do you do? Like, yeah, obviously we're dominant women, but, you know, at the end of the day, we're still women.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. Even if I have a baseball bat, this guy's like fucking 7 foot tall and 25 stone. Little old me, as hard as I am.
Oh, yeah.
A jiu-jitsu master, I wish. But, you know, you don't stand a chance. So you've got to be safe.
You've got to be clever.
You got to be clever. You got to be safe.
Yeah, it doesn't take much, does it, really?
It doesn't take much.
I think it's probably the I don't want to say the greed of losing out on a client, but you know what I mean.
It's not the greed, but sometimes the money is so attractive.
The greed of losing out on a client, yeah, is the problem. Like, people would be worried, oh, I'll miss out on that, however much, if I don't do that session. It ain't worth your safety, sweetie.
Never. You can't get your life back. If someone beats the shit out of you and they break your ribs like you, that's 6 weeks out. You ain't working.
You won't be taking another client on after something like that.
Imagine the trauma and the shit you get from that.
Yeah, you won't be meeting anybody else.
No, you won't. You'd be fucking traumatized forever. This is why we've got to, as a community, be fucking sensible. This is why we can't go touting men on dog leads and stuff. Like, I have gone and walked a dog publicly, as you well know, but that was at 6 o'clock in a field in winter where there was no one around. Be clever, be smart about it.
You do a lot of that sort of stuff.
You can go out in full latex. As long as you're completely covered and you're not wearing a gimp mask and scaring people, you can use it for everyday clothing. It's quite fashionable to wear this kind of stuff. As long as you haven't got your fucking dick peeking out, like, hello. Do you know what I mean? Like, as long as you're not walking around with your flaps hanging out or your nipple hanging out or something like really fucking outlandish and shocking like Sam Smith likes to wear, like, if you're not walking down the street wearing that,
he looks like a potato in latex. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, don't shame. Don't take shame.
I've seen the pictures.
Hey, I'm getting into this. Right, what else was I going to talk about? I was going to talk about, I've set up a filming day. So me and Countess Coco, we're seeming to do a lot at the moment, which is really nice because we get on really well and she's really sound and it's really nice.
She's wicked, man.
She's really nice.
I text her if I have a problem with a houseplant now.
I know, we've even got a houseplant app now.
But I'll text Countess Coco and I say, what's this?
And she's like, It's a dick. Yeah, so we've decided to do a filming day, which brings me on to the difference between a filming day and a session, because filming days are cheaper. They're normally half price of a session per hour.
What do you mean they're cheaper? What are you talking about?
So when you advertise to film with people... me. So I'm having a filming day. I'm going to film some pornography.
Yeah.
I need people for this specialist subject. Sometimes
Gotcha.
you get your all-rounders.
Oh, so like if you need somebody that can get caned, you just put a thing out on Twitter
I'm doing
saying
a day of...
I need somebody that I can cane.
Yeah.
Sign up here.
Yeah. But you normally wouldn't get one. You normally like advertise for like between 4 and 6.
Okay.
Because you're doing a whole day of filming. You're trying to cram in as much content as you can.
Righto.
So you offer normally a session like filming day is about like £100 to £150 tribute.
To come and be in the film and
to
get
come
spanked
and be in the film, because you're still getting a service. You're still getting your needs met. It's not the same as a session at all in any shape or form. Like,
okay,
it's like watching a porno.
I've already, I mean, I know the difference.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't. A lot of subs don't. They come for like a fucking filming day, and they're like absolutely baffled, and they're like, what? They think it's like a session or something, and you're like, my man. This is a filming day. You're going to be bummed next door to this guy. Yeah. You're going to be on this table all lined up getting bummed. This isn't a session. Okay. Like people come in and they're like, yeah, I can take 9 inches. They send you in an email. Yeah. Turns out little Tom can only take 2. And you're like, mate, you've wasted a whole day. I'm not here to put a tiny finger in your bum hole. Like I get on the day, sometimes people are nervous, accidents happen, shit like that. But if a guy is not coming in douched, he's not coming in prepared, he hasn't got a fucking clue. And people are signing up to this. They're coming to days.
Definitely calling this episode the Gripe.
People are coming to filming days, not properly cleaned. They're coming to filming days, not knowing what to expect. They're coming in pretending that they can do stuff that they can't. There was a woman recently, and she did a whole day of filming. Then at the end, the guy didn't share his ID. She couldn't use any of that content.
Oh, my Lord.
She wasted a whole fucking day doing shit with this guy and all that. And see, she was being nice. Got to the end of the day. He didn't consent or give the fucking ID. And now she's lost a whole full day of content. Bear in mind, she had like a videographer there.
Yeah,
like, shit ain't cheap. Shit ain't cheap. And then she had to edit clips. Like, she can't use any of that.
Yeah.
That's crazy fucking money she's losing out on, because she's a successful dom as well. So she made a rookie fucking mistake by being nice.
Yeah, that's a shame.
So filming is, you know, like when you're watching a porno and it's seamless and it's lovely.
I've never watched a seamless, lovely porno, ever. Okay,
but we all know that that's not actually, it's not done in a one take. It's in, out. Okay, can you move this angle? There's a guy in the background. What you're seeing is not the fucking reality. But I think subs come into it sometimes. And they're like, oh yeah, I'm just going to get bummed for like an hour and then I'm just going to ejaculate. No, we're going to do different angles. Yeah. We're going to be doing it for like 3 hours, in, out, in. There's going to be loads of weird shit going on.
Yeah, it's a puppet. It's not real life.
Yeah, but people do seem to believe sometimes that the things that they're seeing
some people are thick.
No, I know. So if you're ever applying for a filming day, I do love newbies. I love giving people a chance. But you've got to come clean. You've got to come with your ID. You've got to come sort of knowing what your specialist subject is. Yeah. If I'm asking to fist your ass and you can take a baby finger, this ain't going to work. It's going to be a shit clip.
Literally.
Quite literally. But yeah, no. You come with all these big dicks. Big dick energy, and you using your tiniest dildos, like you're just using a butt plug, and you're like, this ain't gonna sell.
Yeah, I can't imagine anybody's gonna wanna watch that.
Just a butt plug in a butt, like.
Not for me.
I know. Do you know what pegging is? A really big seller of mine at the moment. So I'm graduating from farts.
Graduating?
I've graduated.
Okay.
I mean, they're still selling like hotcakes. Whee!
Yeah.
It's getting very oversaturated. Everyone's farting these days.
Everyone
is cashing in.
Everyone.
Yeah. Everyone.
Everybody, yeah.
There's like 38,000 clips out there right now.
Really?
Yeah.
38,000 clips of farting.
Oh, just on one site.
How many farts do you need?
I've probably made at least 2,000 of those clips.
But you know, how many do you need? Like, they can't be that different, can they? Surely there's only so many.
It's like porn. People like to watch different porn. Like, you just don't watch the same clip and go over and over. Well, some people might. Routine, autism, risen with the tism.
Yeah.
They might have a favourite bit. But every fart kind of sounds different, or every scenario is different. You're not just the same thing. There'll be a different background or a different noise. Like, one day it might sound like a quack. Like,
but how many different farts are there?
I don't know. I've never sat down and listened to all of them.
You should know. Out of all the people I could possibly ask that question to, you should be able to go, slap, there's the answer.
Well, it all depends, because it all depends on how big your cheeks are, the angle that you're at, if it's a wet one, dry one.
Yeah. Gravelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all depends.
Would you ballpark it for me? How many different farts are there?
I reckon like 32.
Is that all you got? 32 different farts?
Yeah. Why, how many have you got? They're not Pokemon. You can't catch them all.
One. I've told you one. I'm celiac. I don't fart. I just shit myself.
There's money to be made. Has anyone got a gluten intolerance?
Oh, dear. Is there anything else you need to gripe about, or? There is, isn't there?
No.
You've got a list of gripes on your phone.
I know, I didn't mean to.
The funny thing is, we were talking about this the other day, because we did the A to Z of kink last episode.
We still got more to do.
And I said, let's take a break from the A to Z of kink, because A, it's boring me to tears, and B, you moan a lot about some of the stuff that's in there, and we've come straight back in with the gripe. Amazing. Have you got,
well, do you know what? This is an outlet for me, because on Twitter and stuff, you have to be professional. You can't just go.
I've seen your Twitter.
I'm trying to clean it up.
Right.
People don't want to hear your dirty laundry. I get it. It's fine. But I think if you aren't part of the community and you're wanting to get into this community, I'm putting you off.
Yeah, don't bother.
I just want people to know. I just want people to know these things. It will
turn you into a cynical, old, goose-kicking witch.
Wow. Someone got a tattoo of a witch and they were like, look, this made me think of you. I was like, nice, thanks.
You are sat opposite me right now with black lipstick on.
Okay, and a cat. Next gripe. Okay, so
is it actually a list of gripes? Is that what you've written down?
No.
Oh, right.
I was going to be like really educational.
This is an educational gripe.
Yeah.
Well, you've given some education.
No, it's about a festival actually. It's about Boomtown.
Okay.
So recently there was an incident at Boomtown.
Oh, was there?
Yeah. So I've always wanted to go to Boomtown.
Yeah.
My friend Erica went there, Mistress Erica. Yes, Miss Erica, and she
Team America.
She did I think it was a CP corporal punishment kink workshop, and she spoke about the podcast.
Wait, how do you do a corporal punishment workshop? So
you explain and show different implements that you use, because you're not just using your hand.
So it's like a show and tell.
Yeah,
like, do you remember when you were at school and that person from like the RSPCA or like...
We bring a rabbit in.
Well, yeah, they bring like a rabbit and a hamster and a tarantula and a see-through box.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, you know, like those kids' parties where...
And they talk to you like real condescending, like, this is a spider, it's got 8 legs. Like that. Is that what she did?
Yeah, but probably not like that.
With an American accent.
Yeah. So she did a demo on someone. Someone was getting spanked and she was using the different tools and stuff, and she was bigging up the podcast, which was very nice of her.
Oh, nice, thank you.
And they would like, I always thought Boomtown was quite a sex positive kind of festival, but then it transpired a couple of days later. A girl who is a sex worker, she wrote something like "sex work is real work" or something.
Okay.
And it all kicked off. Some ex-copper / security guard grabbed her, assaulted her.
Those are the worst.
Treated her really fucking badly. They took away her band so that she couldn't eat or drink for 24 hours at the festival. She was abandoned. So apparently, like, you get there's like a band warning system, and they gave her like a final warning band, which means it's like a red band, and she couldn't access any of like the food or drink stores, nothing. And she was there on her own. She'd lost her mates. She didn't have phone signal. So she's bumbling around Boomtown, unable to get a drink, unable to get help, because she's being shamed with this red band for just putting something like "sex work is real work." And the guy was like carted her off and was like, "No fucking way."
She put this where? She put.
There were loads and loads of things, signs and stuff being written.
Yeah.
And it had loads and loads of different things, but he just, I don't know, just.
I like holding signs up like you normally do at a festival.
Yeah, and they were just doing it was an art design thing.
Yeah.
And she put like "sex is real work," sex positivity, and there were lots of stuff, but she got, I don't know, circled out, carted off, and they basically treated her like crap. And then they spent like the next week just being really quiet, and there were no statements, and the sex work community went fucking mental. They were like, how dare. And this girl was like so upset, and it got massive traction. And like even Erica was like, this is not okay. I cannot believe you've got people like me doing professional workshops, and then you're actually treating a member of our community, like the sex worker community. We are actually quite a strong community. We will bandy in together. And so I was really shocked by that. I thought like they were really sex positive and stuff, but this girl had
But they might still be. You can't just
well, no, they've done
you can't just smack them about just because of the actions of one
person. I get it, but
ex bullied copper.
Okay, but this isn't the first instance. There's been other incidents before that have come to light and stuff. They released an official statement after being pushed by 30,000 women saying, you know, what up? They released a statement just saying this has been investigated. The guy has been told off or something. We support the sex work.
You know what they should have done?
It took them a long fucking time to support.
You know what they should have done?
What?
They should have got Erica to spank him in front of everybody.
Oh my God, what a great punishment. He probably would have liked it. Let's change it to fisting.
Yes, fist him.
Fist him instead.
Find him and fist him, everybody.
There we go.
Internet, do your work.
Go on. Let the girl that got assaulted by him assault his ass. There we go. It's eye for an eye, ass for an ass.
She could do it whilst eating the
eating
juicy
and
burger
drinking
or something.
Yep.
Oh.
So yeah, I was really shocked.
Is there an end result yet? Have they done anything about it?
I think
is it just sorry, he shouldn't have done that, he was bad?
Yeah, it was just a bit like, we're really sorry.
And now everyone's quiet, I'm guessing.
Well, the sex worker community is like, hey, hang on a minute.
There's going to be no more sex workers at Boomtown now.
Well, a lot of people aren't going to go next year because they've said, like, it's not okay. You can't treat... It's a bit like when OnlyFans decided to start doing stuff with creators and stuff.
Don't start talking about OnlyFans again.
Everyone was like, I'm not going to use this site anymore. And then everyone's still on OnlyFans. And you're like, I think you just were saying it to
have something to moan about.
Yeah. To have something to moan about. Anyway, there we go. There is
well,
the
that's a shame, isn't it, really?
Week.
It does seem a little odd that they'd have Erica up there doing what she does and then... Yeah, like I said a minute ago, you can't just have a pop at Boomtown as a...
Yeah. I wasn't having a pop at Boomtown.
They're not you in general. Yeah. I mean, it's the actions of some jumped up little twat. I imagine.
Yeah, it just seemed strange. Okay, I've been speaking with my subgroup. It's not
the stable.
The stable. It's not really. It is a gripe.
Oh, what a fucking surprise!
Just a bag of gripes. Can I go to the supermarket and buy a bag of gripes? That it's actually more funny. So on the internet, there seems to be this real big thing at the moment about things that didn't happen.
Another real big thing, yeah.
Oh, they are all just big things. I think they're big things in my world, not in anyone else's world.
Yeah.
So every time I get a post like this, I just share it within my group and we have a good old chuckle.
Okay.
One of my long-term subs, who was 68 years old, wrote me into his will, dead. He's leaving his $20 million estate in my name, even though he has a wife. My lawyers confirmed it. So hot. And then girls are like, oh my God, very cutesy. Go get it, girl. Get that bag. What?
I'm sorry.
Things that didn't happen.
Oh, right. You're saying this is make-believe.
This girl has like 600 followers. And she looks about 19.
Yeah.
And she has her lawyers confirming that his $20 million estate is going into her name.
Oh, and you think it's make-believe?
Of course it's fucking make-believe. It's make as fuck believe, and it's always little catfish doms that are like, oh my God, girl, you manifested this. This seems to be a real big thing in manifesting. We're all going to just have positive vibes.
I'm assuming she's some sort of American, Jamaican, Welsh Indian.
I don't know. I was just trying to do like a young girl's. I was trying to do like a young girl's accent. Bear in mind, she had like over 1,000. Shut up. She had over 1,000 likes on this. But if you put something educational on, people don't want to give a fuck. They're like, show me a tit on socials.
Yeah,
and
I'm the same. If I go on Instagram, I'm the same. I don't want to see an educational something.
Yeah, but I don't want to fucking read your bullshit story.
I want to see some sort of like,
I just made it funny.
A wild animal attack or kids getting knocked over. Those
I really
videos
wanted to say it funny.
They make me laugh. Oh, sorry. Yeah, fuck me. I spoke for a minute. Go on, carry on. I'll still sit here silently. Go on, carry on.
I was going to call them a Pinocchio. instead of Pinocchio because they're always lying. They're called Pinocchios.
Okay.
That's brilliant. I don't know how. Oh, fuck you. I'm wasted with you. So anyway, and I was like, do you know what? There's got to be a time where you've got to be a bit ethical. Like, this guy has had his wife for years, and you just coming along as a 19-year-old dom, spreading on the internet, this man's going to leave you to... I don't think a man's that stupid.
I don't think there's a man. I think the man's imaginary. The whole scenario is imaginary. The friends on Instagram are imaginary. I think the whole thing's imaginary, and you've thought too much about it.
No, because there's other doms on there. There's other doms, fin doms and stuff like go, get that bag, and they're all part of these little retweets. So half the shit you see is not real anyway. There's another one.
A very wise man once said, believe none of what you hear and only 50% of what you see. Mm-hmm. A very wise man once said that.
Oh, was it you? Are you the wise
it
man?
was me, yeah.
Oh, well done.
No, I think it was like Mark Twain or something. I can't remember.
It's like another one that's like, a regular of mine for a year and a half just bought me a waterfront condo in Los Angeles or Miami.
What the fuck is that noise? Can you...
Oh, it's me in the microphone. Oh. And you're like, yeah, of course he did, babe. And then she's just got a folder that's blank and a picture of a key, and you're like, okay.
Okay.
And just everyone like, oh my God. And do you know what? Fair play if it's real. Congratulations. Amazing. I'm vibing for you. But please stop putting this fucking nonsense shit out there, Pinocchios. You're making everyone else look bad, feel bad, shit. Like, I celebrate people's success and I love it. But there's so much of this fake fucking clout. It's like TikTok, all this fake. And
but to be fair, you are looking at Instagram.
No, it wasn't Instagram. It was Twitter.
Yeah.
But it is, but people will genuinely believe that young girls coming into this industry truly do believe that. They believe that a slave will buy you a pair of Louboutins every day. I'm like, go get the money, not the shoes. Get the money, save up, buy a house.
Yeah.
Be sensible. The shoes are very nice.
Yeah, but you only say that now as a post 40-year-old.
What? What the fuck did you just say? I ain't paying for all this salmon sperm to look over 40.
If you were back then as a 19-year-old, fresh on the Instagrams, someone said you should have a go at being this dom thing, you're probably going to make the same sort of stupid mistakes, right?
Yeah.
If you've got nobody telling you.
That's true. That's why I'm here telling you. It's baloney.
That's why you should listen to The Gripe, only on My Wife is a Dominatrix.
Yeah, 100%. I'm giving all these baby doms tips. Giving you all tips.
I can give them a couple of tips if you like.
Oh, you're disgusting.
Giggity.
So yeah, no. Do you know what? I wish this kind of thing was around when I first started, because you are clueless. You're just seeing people flaunting Gucci bag. Yes, I have a couple.
Didn't have podcasts back then. Didn't even have the internet back then.
Fuck you. You're such an asshole to me. It's not even getting to me. Pissed off. Someone said to me the other day, you don't even look 39. Wow. Brilliant. Fuck you. I don't care. Do you know what? I'm 37 and I'm a fountain of knowledge.
Yeah.
Bird knowledge. But still knowledge. But yeah, no, it would have been really good if I was starting in this and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, it would have been really good to have like a not sensible person, but someone just giving you the pros and cons, because not every time is gripe. Sometimes it's like, oh my God, this positive thing happened. This was really good. Like, I had really positive things this week. I got taken out for a lovely lunch at the Pig, which was incredible. Had a really nice, fancy, expensive lunch, really fancy bottle of wine.
Do you know what I had for lunch that day?
What did you have?
A handful of peanuts.
Oh, were they salted?
Of course.
Yeah, they were.
that was all I had. And you went to
the Pig and had a pork belly, and yeah, it was really good, and a really good bottle of red wine.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
But for lunch?
Yeah.
Look at you. Popping out for lunch.
Went to the Hilton today, did my session at the Hilton Hotel, had a cheese board, had a spa.
Looking like a classy brass.
A class of brass.
Yeah. A day room, was it?
A day room, baby. Day room. Get those day rooms, girls. Get them day rooms. We're getting them most weeks now. Like, all right, what are you up to? Well, you know, come in with my Tesco bag. I do need to get a kit bag. It's getting silly now.
Do you know what? I saw some today.
Did you?
Yeah, in the window of Primani.
What?
Yeah, I saw some bags. I was like, they would be ideal
Really?
kit bags. Yeah, because they're about this big.
Yeah.
And they're hard shell. You know, they're hard plastic ones.
Uh-huh.
I say this big. I'm talking like flight bag size.
Yeah.
You know? And some of them have got little extendable handles.
Yeah, do you know what? Most people do take the stuff in a suitcase, and I did, but then my coffin suitcase broke.
Yeah, because you rammed it full of dildos, yeah.
And then all my dildos fell out onto the floor in front of everyone. I was like, ugh. Have you ever seen such a sight? A dominatrix scrabbling all of her dildos off the floor. Oh, my pretties, my pretties.
Like tramp on chips.
Pretty much, yeah. But tramp on dildos. Dom on dildos.
So yeah, get yourself at Primark if anybody's looking for a kit bag for all their dildos.
I know, but it's got to be good quality as well, because if they
then do not go to Primark.
Primark sponsor us, please. But yeah, no, it would have been really good back in the day if someone had given me some wisdom or knowledge, because when I first got into it, I was like, oh my god, I need a pair of Louboutins. Oh my god, I need a honey bidet set to be a top echelon of dominatrix. And now I have subs paying bin men to come and collect all our shit in the bottom of the garden, and that makes me so happy, because do you know what? They're really serving me. They're not just chucking cash at me. They're not just buying me shit that looks good on a shelf. They're doing things to actually make my life better.
Yeah, I mean, it works really well that way, because it's like a 2-for-1 kind of service, because they're looking after you and treating you to how you want to be treated, and I get a fucking break.
Exactly.
It's mint.
It is. It's always just best, like, you get your clients, which I've spoken about before. Your clients are your bread and butter. They come in for their session. You don't really have much communication in between.
Pay for the dungeon, pay for the kit.
Yeah. They just pay for the experience. They're not going to be your friend. They're not going to be your confidant. You're not going to go out for dinner and stuff with them. And then you have...
They've normally got wives and children and all that sort of stuff, haven't they?
And then you've got your subs that really do care about you and do want to make your life better. So when we had all this junk building up, because we keep decorating in the house at the moment, making it all Halloween-y. Yeah. When we've got all this junk outside where you bought a throne, didn't measure it properly, we couldn't get it in the dungeon, and it's been left outside for 6 months to rot, then I can call upon my subs and be like, look, I'm getting really overwhelmed with a mess in the garden. They're like, yeah, let me make it easier for you. I've got a guy coming to pick it up. 2 of my boys, Wednesday and UK Ian, they sorted it out, and it was expensive to get the man to come, but it improved my life. It made it better. And like, they'll take me out for dinners if I'm getting a bit stressed out, take me for a spa day, things like that. Just nice things that improve my life.
Couldn't you have got one of your 2 boys to have just given the bin man a blowy?
No. No gay shit.
No gay shit?
No gay shit.
Is that a stipulation?
No gay shit. Well, do you know, it was really nice, because actually one of my... I'm going to call him a client now, because you are a client. Fuck you. One guy that I've seen...
Who are you talking to?
To the person who's probably going to listen.
Right.
There was a guy that normally comes to take our rubbish for us, and in exchange I normally give him a session, don't I? Or he gets his cock sucked or something. You know the guy.
I don't suck anybody's cock.
No, you don't, but the person who's into it, that comes to collect the rubbish sometimes, he's into that.
Oh, he's into the, what's it called? Forced to buy stuff.
The forced buy, yeah. Totally forced.
Nice to get his willy played with.
Yeah, whatever. And so normally I, service for a service, and he comes and collects all the stuff. But recently just hasn't been very consistent, hasn't been very good. Asked him to do this, and he was like, well, I'm not doing it until I've actually had a session. And I was like, that's not how it works, pal. And then was just like trying to dictate to me how things were going. And I was like, do you know what?
Never works for you, does it?
Nah, I was like, do you know what? Go fuck yourself. I've done a lot for you in the past. When shit was going wrong in your life, I was the fucking shoulder to cry on. Get fucked, my pal. Off you fuck. So then the other 2 stepped in, my actual boys, and looked after it. And that's the difference between a client and a sub. Your subs will look after you. They will always put your happiness first. They will go out of their way to make your life easier. And that's why you need good subs. If you just want to do business, that's fine. You keep your clients.
Yeah.
But it's a fucking hard world. It's a hard industry. Get yourself a couple of good subs that will take you out and give you a break.
Yeah.
And me a break.
And you need a dom mum or 2, don't you, as well?
Yeah, 100%. Get yourself a dom mum. Go and get someone to talk to. You need a friend in this industry, because I tell you what, it's fucking lonely.
Yeah, you say that all the time.
Yep.
And I'm right here.
But you're not in the industry, which leads me on to, you're not in the industry. What the fuck do you think?
Not really.
What the fuck do you think?
About what?
About the whole thing.
You're going to need to be more specific, darling. I don't know what you mean.
What do you think about kink? What do you think about me doing kink? What do you think about it all?
You already know what I'm going to say.
What is you don't give a fuck. But what is your perspective? Like, what is your perspective?
Well, I don't really know what you mean. Like, my perspective on
You're my partner.
On people having kinks. Yeah, go crazy, man.
No, but how do you feel about me fulfilling other people's kinks?
Well, I'm not going to bloody do it.
Someone's got to do the job.
I'm not doing it.
For how much?
And if that's
What's your
that's
price?
what you want to do, go crazy, kiddo. I don't care.
I know, but you're a very chilled out sort of person.
I'm so chilled out and vertical.
Yeah.
I've been told that.
But
for
a lot of people aren't.
Many years.
A lot of people aren't. A lot of people's husbands and stuff are like, whoa. Like,
Yeah.
what you saying to them?
Well, that's a lot of other people's problems. It's not my problem.
Okay, a guy has come to you. He's like, my missus wants to be a dominatrix.
Yeah.
Can you give me?
Oh, some advice on how you deal with that mentally as a man, knowing that your missus is off
You're
jerking
the
people
partner
off for
of
money.
a porn star or a dominatrix. Yeah. Give this guy, girl, whatever, they, them, advice.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I mean, man, it's so difficult for me. It's so difficult for me to put on like a normal narrative on that sort of thing. I mean, it's not going to be an easy ride depending on your relationship, I suppose. It has to be a very secure relationship if that's something that your missus or your fella is going to go and do.
Okay, so what advice would you give the partner of, like, I don't know, a porn star, a dom, like what from a man's perspective as a vanilla partner?
Giving advice to somebody whose partner's about to enter into the world of kink and BDSM or pornography, I would suggest that your relationship is maxed out. Like, all the stats are maxed out 10 out of 10. Because you've got to be very fucking secure in your relationship, or it's going to eat you from the inside out, I would have thought, to the average person. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get that.
Because a lot of people get insecure about their fellas going to the gym on their own, or their wives going out with the girls for a drink and stuff like that. So,
End of the day, though, if you're gonna stray or if you're gonna play, you're gonna do it anyway. You might as well just have a fucking conversation about it. If you want to do something like this as a job, you've got to remain professional.
that's the one question that people always ask me. Always. Once we've been speaking for a minute or two, they'll ask my perspective on what you do and how I feel about it, and aren't you worried she's gonna stray, and so on and so forth. And I always say the same thing. I always say, I've told her from day one, if she finds somebody she likes more than me or wants to pursue something with, then I will help her fucking move, because she ain't the one for me. It's that simple. I'm that straightforward.
Yeah.
You're with me. It's cool. It's really nice, isn't it? Quite like you.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, if you want to stray, you don't have to hide it. Just say.
Yeah.
I'll get out of the way. Real sharp.
Yeah, I just wondered what someone.
So it
like
doesn't
you
really.
would say.
I think that's why it doesn't bother me so much.
Yeah.
The only thing that bothers me, and we all know this, is that you're safe and you're paying attention to what's going on around you, and that sort of stuff, really.
Yeah, that's the thing that you tell me off about the most.
Huh?
You're always telling me off. You're like, keep your wits around you, keep it on, keep the phone on, like just constantly check in, like that sort of stuff. That's the thing that
because I know the more you do it, the chances of something shitty happening only increases. Yeah. The longer you do it with nothing bad going down.
Yeah, you're not really jealous. Like, I go out for dinner with the subs.
Couldn't care less.
Go out for the day.
Yeah, I don't care.
Like, I've got my own community.
You're going to do like spa things and whatever. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. There's no point. Well, what's the point of getting wound up and upset by it? It's only going to irritate me and ultimately irritate you.
Exactly. And
if I'm constantly like, where have you been? What have you been doing?
Yeah, and ultimately,
where did he touch you?
Like,
show me.
Show me on
Let
the
me
doll.
smell your knickers.
No. Then my knickers are in Lidl's in the bakery aisle. I'm sorry.
But do you know what I mean? You will end up eating yourself from the inside out, and then ultimately destroying whatever part of a relationship you had. It will be in tatters.
Which leads me to another thing. In Lagos, they have...
Portugal or Africa?
Africa.
Yeah.
They've opened a barber's that have girls twerking as you're getting your hair cut.
Oh, nice.
I saw that on the internet, so I was like, I'm not sending my man there.
Oh, yeah. See, on the other side of the coin, you're quite a jealous bean, aren't you?
I don't care. You go. Your haircut ain't going to be good.
No, I mean in general.
I'm not jealous, no.
No.
No, I'm not...
Territorial.
Yeah, maybe territorial. Like, I'll piss on you before I leave you.
I don't
like,
get it.
bitch, that's my property.
Oh, right.
But no, like, you get girls come and chat you up and like stuff. There's only been one incident when that girl gave you her number and you said that you had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then I found that number, but you'd already said about it. And then I rang her up and said, excuse me.
Excuse you.
And then she quit the pub.
Yeah.
Because she was terrified of me.
Yeah, well, you're frightening.
Well, that was the only time, is because you'd politely said to her, hey, I've got a girlfriend. No, thank you. Not for me. And still slipped her number in.
Yeah.
And that was the thing that I was like, look, if someone's put their clear boundaries and they were like, no, I have this. Good, thank you. Pretty girl. Lovely. Nice. She's not a girl's girl. She's a shit.
She's a what?
A shit.
A shit.
She's a Pinocchio. She's a shit. If you're not girl's girl, you're a shit.
Oh, dear.
If a girl, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but if she was a big titty goth girl, she gave me her number.
then we'd consider it.
Oh, I knew it.
No, it's just the way that it was just, she was very, she was very young, very forward, very, and that I just got my back up. I was just a bit like being this 40 plus woman. I'm not 40 plus. Yeah. But I was just like, if he's telling you he's got to go, like, respect it. Like, respect he's got a girlfriend and stuff back at home. Like, just respect he's said that to you. He said no.
Yeah, I think if anybody, normally I'll just point people in your direction if they try and talk to me too long or things.
That's my girlfriend, and then I flash him a look and I'm like, you fucking what?
Yeah. If I feel the conversation's going a certain direction, I'll send them over to you, and normally you'll either shake your head or nod your head.
So we're gonna
That's how it normally works.
A reputation as some dirty ass swingers.
I have to stop my mid-sentence. I'll be like, hold on 1 second. What do you reckon?
We're not swingers, by the way. Just want to publicly put that out there. If you are into swinging and that's your thing, there's some really good swinging clubs around here, but not our jam.
No.
No. Repeat that.
No swings.
No swings.
What are you doing? You're reading your notes again, aren't you?
I have got no notes.
What do you mean you've got no notes?
Is it time for...
Oh, hold on, I need the button. 1 second, please. I forget where it is. Which one was it? This one.
Open your inbox.
Oh, I didn't.
We're back. We're back with my favourite part of the show. Open your inbox with old MP over here. She every week make her go through her inboxes on Instagram, Twitter, OnlyFans, and all the other sites she uses, and she normally has some pretty good gems in there. Some of which are quite awful. But last week we had lots of really, really nice ones, didn't we?
Do you know what, actually? Last week I had some really bloody lovely ones. They were really, really sweet. Just people being like, really enjoy the podcast, love listening to
like
you.
Like your face and that.
Just really, really look.
Somebody sent us a propagation station.
Someone did. They sent it. Just really nice things, really. We've just had a really, really nice time.
Some wholesome loveliness.
Yeah, it has been wholesome loveliness.
What about this week, though? Is it slipped off that slope, or what's going on?
Yeah, just the normal, really. Just these ones where it's like, you're intimidating. No shit, Sherlock. That's it. You're intimidating. Why don't you offer fart sessions? They always get so angry. Why won't you fart on my face?
Seem like an angry bunch, the farting lot.
Yeah, I don't know why. They're just so salty that I won't fart in their face.
I can't. Why? What? Okay.
I think it's just because it's their fetish and it's a really rare thing for a girl to do.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, like it's rare.
Huh.
Someone put one of the best farters for real. That's always a nice.
Righto.
How much do you do for fart videos and sexting?
Yeah.
FYI, I love your podcast.
You got no weird stuff then? No funny stuff? No.
I just get some stuff like, I'm going to come and have my first session with you, mistress, when I get the courage up. And believe me, when I see it going to be memorable for both of us. Kind regards.
Oh.
I'm like, that's very sweet, but like, maybe just do it when you're ready.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I didn't want to argue. Oh, you're so cruel. I'd love to argue with you. And they put, I definitely wouldn't want to argue with you. You are so beautiful. Are you single? Please let me suck your fat sissy's cock. I want him to be so gizzy that his own jizz covers my mouth.
Oh,
what?
Gosh.
Please RT my post and expose me. Can I send you a photo of my face with my driving license?
Oh, another one of those.
They're funny, aren't they?
So they've got the was it bribery kink? What's it called?
Blackmail.
Blackmail kink.
It's blackmail kink, yeah. So the blackmail community it's just a really weird thing. Like, I get it. It's hot. It's horny. But some of them just take it so fucking far. And they never ever pay. They're such bad payers. They're like, how about I give you the money when you blackmail it out of me? Ha ha.
Oh, right.
And so if you're a new dom,
but they've already spaffed by then, haven't they?
Yeah, yeah. And as soon as they've spaffed, they're ghost. They're ghosts. And then they come back like a month later, like, ooh, it's me. And you're like, delete.
Like the villain from the Scooby-Doo.
Do you know what I keep getting a lot of, actually, if you're new to the scene? I've had...
The Gripe.
No. I've had loads of cute girls messaging me.
Hey, bitch.
And they're like, yeah. Hey, girl, you're so gorgeous. Can I ask a question? I'm like, sure. Fell for it. God damn.
It's a dude, isn't it?
I was wondering, do you do an OF? I was wondering if you work for an agency or do you do everything by yourself? I've had 4 of these this week.
Yeah.
And then I didn't reply and they put, did I say something wrong? And I was like, oh, maybe this person is real. And I was like, by myself. And they were like, nice. Have you ever thought about teaming up with an agency to maximize your results? I'm asking because I help girls to make more money with their OF. You can make, here is a screenshot of me. I've nearly made $1 million. And I'm like, yeah, of course you think. Things that didn't happen on the internet.
Of course it's a screenshot. Of course it's a screenshot.
All the time, these bloody girls. But I fell for the scam twice. Like, obviously, no. Like, I indulged in the conversation, which I wouldn't normally. But when it's a girl, I'm always like,
Oh, it might be somebody just starting out and so on, yeah.
There's a guy
because you get quite a lot of those messages, don't you?
Yeah.
People are after a bit of advice.
Yeah.
You like them, don't you?
Yeah. I like those messages. What's your shoe size, Miss Candy?
What is your shoe size?
It's a 6.
UK 6?
Yeah, UK 6, if anyone wants to buy me some lube.
Because I think UK 6 and China 6 are probably different.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. I have one guy that's constantly talking to himself in my inbox. I've blocked him twice, and he keeps popping up. And he just says, just absolute fucking dog shit. Like, I would love this mistress. Can I come to your filming? No, you fucking can't, you fucking time-wasting piece of shit. No. And he just I keep blocking him, and he just keeps popping up on different accounts, but using his same photo and name. But at least try and be a bit more clever about it.
This little tricker.
Ha-ha. It's just, I get this one. Hello, you speak Italian? No, everything I have is in English.
Well, why not?
Well, I'm sorry. Io non spiego italiano.
You even did that with a hand in the Italian thing. Everyone knows what I mean right now.
The pizza, the Mario, Super Mario. Do you know what? I actually have quite a lot of Italians. Oh, this is a good one. Are you porn?
Are you porn?
Yep. That's it. Are you porn?
Oh, it actually is. Are you porn?
Are you porn?
Okay.
Not, do you do porn? Are you in porn?
Essentially, what you're telling me is you've got no good messages in your inbox this time. This is a complete dud.
Yeah, pretty much. This week's been quite,
This is my favourite part of the whole thing. I've waited all day for this.
Sorry.
Ugh. This is why that guy didn't come back to you. This is why I blocked you.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Is it because I'm now boring?
Do you want a Reddit question?
Let me clean your bottom, goddess. There we go. That's one. Okay, go on. Give me a Reddit.
What, as in give you a sponge bath? I know she's over 40, but she's not that old.
Oh. No.
Reddit question. Right. It's from... the BDSM advice subreddit.
Okie dokie.
And the question is...
What is the question?
What acts of servitude and other things I can do publicly without being noticed? I'm a sub and I would like to show my obedience and submission to my dom wife, even in public, but I don't want it to be eye attractive. I assume that means noticeable. Any ideas?
Okay, so subtle domination out in public.
Yeah, essentially they're saying, isn't that weird? Because you were talking about it going on earlier on. You were moaning about all the stuff. And now you can say, here's some ideas of what you can do.
So that's actually really
cute. It's
like
a management shit sandwich all over again.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
So what do we do? So
obviously wear like...
Do you want to role play it?
Okay, wear a day collar.
That's not okay.
What are we role playing?
No, it's okay, Karen.
No, go on.
No, because I would have just been able to speak, and then you wouldn't be able to speak so much. So
I swear to God, I will be mute the next time. Right, that's it. I will. I'm just gonna sit here like this.
There's not one person listening to this thinking, "Oh yeah, I bet she could be quiet for ages."
Right, it can just be the Dan Vandal show. Dan Vandal talking kink by himself. Let's go.
I'd be amazing at that.
Go on then.
So yeah, what do you reckon? What do you reckon then?
Well, go on then, roleplay.
No, I'm not roleplaying anymore. Go on.
Don't take this off the table.
Hurry up quickly, otherwise I'm just going to go to the answers and read them out.
I hate you. So wear a day collar. That's very subtle. Chastity. Great.
Wait.
Oh.
What's a day collar?
I think it's really self-explanatory.
Okay, everyone out there, it's self-explanatory. Fuck you. Let's keep going.
Like a collar, you know, like a sub wears a collar, like a dog lead and a chain. You get like a little fancy collar.
I like the collars you've bought for the stable lot.
Yeah, so like a personalised collar, or you can have like something that's a bit more subtle, like a necklace or a chain.
And
or
is that what you call a day
thing.
collar? Something a bit more subtle?
Something a bit more subtle. Not something you'd wear into like the BDSM fetish club. You don't want a big fucking choker with that. But some people have like real nicely made collars that have like maybe a jewel in them. They have like a thing attached to them. Just something engraved, something a bit more subtle than like a big fuck off choker saying slut on it.
Yeah. It could still have like a little tag on it that says
like a little tag
blah blah's gimp or whatever.
Or an O-ring or something you can flip up just so
something that's locked maybe with a little lock.
Yeah, like a lock,
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So wear a day collar.
With an Allen key, you can lock stuff up with Allen keys.
Okay.
Chastity is a really, if he's the sub male, chastity is a really...
He is the sub male, his missus is Dom.
Oh, yeah.
Wants to know what they can do whilst out and about.
So chastity
noticed.
Teasers, locking their dicks up, wearing their...
Making them wear a chastity cage.
Yeah, and wearing their key, and like if they're not doing certain things when you're out being like...
Oh, so he wears the cage and she carries the key.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm not going to unlock you unless you do this.
Unless you buy me those Louboutins.
Yeah. Subtle foot rubs, just subtle affection, you know, like just being a really nice gentleman, doing all the good, you know, service acts of service.
What do you mean?
Like pulling the chair out, like real good service. Like,
I like keeping it old school.
Pouring her water at the restaurant.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. Holding her bags, you know, just subtle little things like that. You know, if she wanted to dom him, she could like spit in his coffee, make him drink it.
Yeah. That
sort of thing, like real subtle but really humiliating things. She can make him like not swallow, like have something in his mouth and not be able to swallow it until she said having to ask permission to go to the toilet, having to like hold his pee in.
I have
wear a butt plug.
I can't remember what I was watching. No, it's not going to come to me. I was watching some sort of thing about kink the other day, and I saw quite a few couples that were in Dom's sub type relationships. They all had like special hand signals for each other. So like they were on the other side of the room, they'd make some sort of hand signal that meant go get me a water or
like
take
a secret
your cage
language.
off. Yeah.
Like a secret language.
Didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, like training. It's just like training, like clicker training, like pup training sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it's a language that you both share and they know. Like it's with slaves, you have slave trading positions and stuff. High protocol. Same thing. Like if you do a certain signal on that, they should know how to.
That means get me a cup of tea and or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can even get like sex toys like butt plugs.
We should do that.
That have the vibrations and stuff on them, so you can be sat there for dinner and you can.
Oh, the Bluetooth controlled ones. Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, you can do things like that. Just like real subtle things. And they're kinky for you two, but no one else needs to know about them. And that's what makes it even hotter sometimes, is the fact that it is just you two.
Yeah.
Doing that.
Yeah.
Like, that's
I bought you
hot.
that, what's that expensive vibrator necklace thing?
Oh, yeah, I've got one of them. Those expensive. I can't remember what it's called.
No, I can't remember what it's called either.
I don't know. But it's like a vibrating necklace and it's also a clit tickler.
Yeah, rose gold. It's really powerful, isn't it?
Yeah.
It vibrated the hell out of my clit.
I saw a post on Twitter which was on your clit. What? I just totally ignored that. I saw a post on Twitter the other day that had, you know, like the House of Dragon or Harry Potter, the sorting house. And it says every girl is sorted into a house.
Yeah.
It had 4 different sex toys. And it was like the wand, the penetrator, the rosebud, the sucker.
Oh, yeah.
And it was really funny because everyone said different things. Mine is the House of Wand, if anyone's wondering.
The House of Wand.
The House of Le Wand.
Yeah, yours, you have to plug, it's got to be pluggable into the mains. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
Some girls are like, oh, penetrative, but it was really funny because it had like the 4 horsemen, and I was like, definitely.
The 4 horses.
The 4 horsemen. And on that bombshell.
I want
to play some video games.
We're going to play some video games?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We're going to go and do an escape room tomorrow with one of my subs.
Oh, we are, aren't we? I'm looking forward to that.
Me too.
Yeah. What's his name? Jimbo. Big old Jimbo.
Yeah,
that's going to be a nice day, isn't it?
I know. We're going to do that. But I do have to do my session first. I'm doing my out call.
Are we going to go watch Deadpool tomorrow as well? Maybe?
No, I think we're going to do that the weekend.
At the weekend.
Wank holiday.
Oh, Jesus.
Good old wank holiday. And on that note, enjoy your wank holidays.
Yeah, yeah. What? Stop using my words. These are my words. I get very few. I get like the introduction, which I forget to do nearly every episode now, and on that bombshell thing, and I haven't done either. And on that bombshell,
ladies and perverts.
and on that bombshell, that's enough from us. We're gonna get the fuck out of here and play Dead by Daylight because we're geeks at heart.
And you'll never hear my voice again. Goodbye.
Love you.